Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Somebody had asked me in a couple of videos ago if I would show what I've done in physical therapy. I've been twice. I was going to try to film today, but she didn't look very friendly. It was a guy last time, but I didn't feel comfortable the first time either. But like I said, I've been twice. My hand is still hurting. It's hard to show y'all the difference, well, like that, because it's, well, let me take my word for it, it's still swollen, like right there in the palm of my hand. I don't know why. She said, well, it's looking really good. It'll be 2 months, the end of this month, since I've had my surgery. 95 degrees outside because he don't have any hair left. He thinks it's freezing late. She said it looked real good, but I don't know how many times I'm going to go after. Well, I'm going to finish out the next few visits, but last visit and this visit, they done pretty much the same thing. Not to say they'll do the same thing in every visit, I don't know. But someone had asked me if I could show y'all what I did in physical therapy, and I think since I've been twice, I pretty much have a general idea of what they do, or what they're gonna do. I don't know about it. It may change up from, it didn't change up from last time to this time, but it may change up in future appointments. I don't know. But when I first get there, and to y'all it seems simple, but anybody else that may have had this surgery, or finger surgery or wrist surgery, it's hard. So what they have me do, the first exercise they have me do is just laying my hand flat down on a pillow. Usually they'll give me a pillow, and I have to bring my hand up like this for a good stretch. Now I done it like this first, and she told me to incorporate my thumb, which I should have known, but it hurts. So bring, leaving your wrist down, bringing all these fingers and kind of just giving it, don't give it a hard push, but just a little bit of pressure so that you feel it, and do it for 30 seconds and then relax it. And I will do this exercise for 30 seconds 10 times. And then what you do next is you'll push back on your fingers and your thumb. Man, that hurts. Does it ever hurt? But you just pull down on it. Same thing for 30 seconds 10 times. I can feel that pull right there in my thumb because it's trying to loosen up the ligaments, and that's what we want to happen so I can use it again. I was trying to open a jar of something yesterday, and I just could not do it for the life of me. So if I want pickles opened, I can just forget it. So anyway, there's the first exercise. This is just these and then these. Ow. Okay, stop being a sissy, Sharon. Alright, and so the next exercise, I think I can get some of the stuff that they used, like clothespins and silly putty. I'm sure they had different stuff besides silly putty. It felt like silly putty, or what's that the kids play with? Play-Doh. Felt like Play-Doh. So then what they had me do next was, instead of the Play-Doh, I'm just going to use a ball, because this is whose ball. We're not going to say his name or he'll jump out from that pillow. But what they have me do, got hair all over it, is just squeeze it. I mean, normally it wouldn't have, the Play-Doh wouldn't have these little sticky things on it, but just to give you a general idea. But at first I was doing it like this, and she said incorporate your thumb. So when the Play-Doh squishes around, you just use your thumb and then use your other fingers as well. And then I had to do this for, I would probably say about 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. The Play-Doh, this ball didn't feel great, but the Play-Doh felt pretty good. It felt like good stretches, and it felt like it was actually doing something, especially when I incorporated my thumb into it. So then what they had me do, and I don't have, I don't have any plastic clothespins, but I'll insert, a picture. Everybody knows, I think, what a clothespin is, but for those that don't, I will insert a picture here. And so basically I would just get the clothespin, and they would have a basket that had the clothespins in it, and then a piece of look like folder they had used for patients' folders, you know, kind of laying in it and then standing up. So I would just reach down and grab a clothespin with these 2 fingers and just clip it onto the folder. And so there was a bunch of them. I would just do as many as I could, and then take them back down, and then put them back up, and then take them back down. But I guess that's to exercise these fingers. They really didn't want me to incorporate any of these other ones, just these 2. So then I done that for probably about 10 minutes, something like that. Now, the next thing I done, I got a towel, it's like a hand towel, and what you do is it's like you're wringing it out. She said just put, you just put light pressure or light squeeze on it, and then just do this. And then you just keep doing it over again, light pressure, and do this. Light pressure, and do this. Light pressure, and do this. I think I done this for about 10-15 minutes. Overall, I was there a little bit over an hour. And then the last thing they done, the last time I was there, they wanted to put these electrode on me, the electrodes things. They done that. And then, like I said, the last time I was there, they put those on me, and then they put a bag of ice on it. I mean to tell you, the ice hurt so bad. I don't know what it was in that ice, but it was cold. It was freezing cold, and it hurt so bad. So I had to get them to take it off. And then the electrodes, they went ahead and took off. I guess that's what you call them. I don't know. It just sends a little bit of shock waves through your muscles, ligaments, whatever's in there to help with the pain, she said. And then she told me didn't have to ice it this time if I didn't want to. She said come home and watch TV or something, or watch a video or something, and that way it would distract me so that I could use the ice, because that would help with the swelling. But it still hurts. I can't write yet, and it hurts when I especially, like repetition stuff, like when I get on my computer and try to edit a video, and if I'm using, because I'm right-handed, and I'm using these fingers a lot, then it hurts really bad up in here. So typing bothers me a whole lot. Brushing my hair bothers me a lot. Trying to brush my teeth bothers me a lot. Just stuff that I knew was going to be doing it. There's certain things that I just cannot still do, but it'll get there, I'm quite sure. I asked her if sleeping in my splint would be a good idea, and she said, well, what'd the doctor tell you? And I said, well, he said if I was a rough sleeper, to sleep in it. So, but I mean, I don't know if I'm a rough sleeper because I'm asleep. But I don't think I hit the walls and stuff. Now, I told her, I said, I do think I tend to lay on it. If I'm laying on my side or something, I don't know what to do with this arm. I don't like it by my side. I just don't know what to do with this arm, so I do find myself kind of laying on it sometimes, which is not a good idea. So she said to use your splint. If it hurts, use your splint. I just didn't want to go backwards in my progress instead of going forward. But when I'm sleeping, I don't do anything to exercise it that I know of in my sleep. But she just told me to go ahead and the splint just at night, and if I'm going anywhere, splint on, because nobody, she don't want, you don't want to shake hands. Somebody just walk up to you and grab your hand, or your hand gets knocked or something. So just for protection, wear the splint when I go out somewhere or something. But other than that, I can just try to do the exercises at home. Like I said, it still hurts. I'm pushing through every day. It hurts some days worse than others. But, we are on the mend. The worst part of it is over. Thank goodness. That cast was really tough, having it on for, I know a lot of people that break bones have casts on for weeks and weeks, and but mine was 3 weeks, but I can't even imagine having it on for longer than that. I just can't. But like I said, it's on the mend. Now the scar, she said, looked remarkably well, and I believe it does too. Where is it? Half the time I can't even see it. It's right there. It goes from right here to right there. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's nothing compared to what it was the first time I saw it. So I about fainted. But I've been putting vitamin E on it, and so, you know, obviously that's been helping, but I don't think it was a bad scar to begin with. So anyway, guys, there's an update on my finger and my hand. And so I'm supposed to go to physical therapy twice a week for 6 weeks. And whether I will, if they keep doing the same thing or not, because my insurance does pay 90% of it and I have to pay 10%, but I've yet to find out what that 10% is. They're going to bill me. So, you know, I haven't had to pay each time I went, which is good, but I just don't want to get it accrued so many times and them come at me with it. It's going to be so much, you know. But anyway, I think that's about it. She just said to, you know, do the best with it as I can, and if it hurts, the basic rule of thumb is that it, no pun intended, is if it hurts, stop. So, but I'm like, okay, I come in here and do exercises and it hurts. But, you know, she's talking about anything other than just trying to stretch out a little bit. But anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you for asking. And that's just what they've been doing so far. And I'm assuming that that's what they will do, continue to do. But anyway, I'm going to go get me some Play-Doh and some clothespins. Just little plastic clothespins. I'm sure they have them at the DT. So, and try to do some of this stuff on my own so that maybe it'll heal faster and I won't have to keep going back. I can just save myself the money and the time and still do the workouts as well. But anyway, I will talk to them. I will talk to them before I do something like that, because I want to make sure that they're not later on in the process doing something else. All right, guys, I'm going to let y'all go, and I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye, guys.